Kia ora, hello. We've had low pressure bring in plenty of wet weather towards the eastern side of the North Island. It's still close by as we head into the afternoon, but across those western parts of the North Island, some nice clear skies. Pretty warm as well, places like Wanganui, perhaps nudging up to 29 degrees Celsius. You'll see we've got these showers springing up through Northland, Auckland as we head through the afternoon. They'll become more isolated again into the evening time, and for many of us it's a dry end to the day. And I think down in the South Island there's been plenty of dry weather through the day. Plenty of clear sky as well, areas of cloud to watch out for, and a bit of a taste of what's coming. That next front moves up from the south and it brings more cloud and wet weather into Fiordland, but more of that as we head to Thursday. Overnight tonight, well, you can see the low pressure continues on its journey down towards the south and the east. Keeps more cloud through Hawke's Bay, Wairarapa and up in towards Tairafti. But I think for most spots on the North Island it's a dry night. Nice clear skies as well. Might find a bit of early morning mist and fog forming across parts of Northland, but I think much of the time it is a dry story. Down south, the next front makes its way northwards into Fiordland and Southland, across Stewart Island as well, as we head through the night time tonight. But many spots on the South Island staying dry and temperatures perhaps down to around about 11 or 12 at the coolest, but across the top of the North Island, 16 or 17 degrees Celsius. Looking ahead into Thursday. Well, for the North Island, much of the time it stays dry, areas of cloud, but down south we have got this next front moving up, bringing some heavier rainfall through Fiordland and southern Western, perhaps even some rumbles of thunder around that western coast, but also through parts of South Canterbury and North Otago. By the evening time, the front runs up to Buller, to Grey, and I think across towards parts of North Canterbury as well. But for Christchurch, I think the start of the day is dry and temperatures still pretty warm for you as well. The top of the South Island, avoiding the rain till much later in the day and probably overnight. For the North Island, for many of us, it's a fine looking Thursday. Plenty of clear sky and dry weather. A few early showers around Wairoa and out towards Mahia. They'll clear off, then mostly a dry story. As we head through the afternoon, there'll be an odd shower that springs up about the higher ground of Taupo up in towards the eastern side of the Bay of Plenty. And there'll be a bit more cloud that pushes on towards this western coast. So anywhere from, say, New Plymouth up towards Auckland, perhaps being a touch more cloud. Might find beneath the thickest of that cloud there's an odd shower. But I think for most of us it's a dry story. And a great looking day in Wellington, a touch more cloud later on, but staying dry. In terms of our temperatures, well, highs of around about 27 degrees Celsius towards places like Hamilton and across in towards Tauranga through the Bay. Plenty of nice patch of warm air through there. But even down towards Wellington, 22 degrees Celsius, 24 in Auckland. Heading down towards the South Island, that's where we find our next lot of weather moving up from the south. There's a rainfall running in through Fiordland, into Westland, through Southland through the morning time, reaching in towards Dunedin around lunch. And I think we are going to find a bit of a cloudier story there through the rest of the day. Cooler air feeds in behind it. We have got some thunderstorms possible through parts of North Otago, South Canterbury, and down that western coast. And by the evening time, the rain reaches up into the Grey District, into Buller, and I think North Canterbury as well. So something to watch out for there will be that rain running across us. In terms of our temperatures, warmest ahead of that band of rain. We'll find top temperatures in Christchurch of around about 26 degrees Celsius, where we have the cooler air back behind that cold front, highs of just 16 degrees Celsius in Invercargill. And a cooler night the following night, you can see down to around about 6s and 7s as we head towards the early hours of, say, Friday morning. But for Friday, we'll find the front has weakened a fair bit. It still brings a bit more in the way of cloud up towards those central parts of the country. And we'll find a few showers still through parts of the Nelson region and developing more inland, I think, across the North Island. They're not for everyone, but I think there will be a bit more of a rash of showers through those inland parts of Waikato, Waitomo, down towards Taupo. But what's really going to be interesting will be this next system that pushes closer towards us. So although Friday, I think there's still plenty of dry weather, just an odd shower here and there, especially for those inland parts. It's a cooler feeling day, but there's more unsettled weather waiting to come towards us in time for the weekend, particularly around these western parts of the country, Northland, Auckland, down towards New Plymouth, and for the top of the South Island, places like Tasman could catch some wet weather for Saturday, so well worth keeping an eye on the forecast. And as ever, you can find all the latest information over at metservice.com.